Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this evening, so let's begin. First up, Concord police seek tips for fugitive in attempted murder case. A tip that Michael Ames was at the Holiday Inn Thursday turned out to be inaccurate. He is accused in a shooting in Bicentennial Square. Concord Police and the U.S. Marshal Service are asking for the public's help in finding a man accused attempting to commit murder after a tip that he was in a capital city hotel turned out to be false. Michael D. Ames, 35, of Concord, is wanted on numerous charges including attempted to commit second-degree murder, robbery with a firearm, convicted felons, assault, reckless conduct, unarmed robbery, and second-degree assault after an incident at the Families in Transition building on Market Lane in Bicentennial Square on August 1st. Police received a tip Thursday that Ames might be held up in the Holiday Inn on North Main Street in Concord. Officers went to investigate and found potential known associates of Ames. The Center, New Hampshire Special Operations Unit, Concord SWAT team was called up and staged near the hotel this morning. Using a drone, investigators attempted to see if Ames was in a room reportedly on the second floor. At about 1 p.m., police closed off surrounding streets to traffic, entered a room of the hotel, but were unable to find Ames. Ford said police are also requesting anyone who might know the location of Ames to avoid contact with him at this time. If you know where Ames is or have information about him, leave an anonymous tip at the Concord Regional Crime Line at 603-226-3100, which issues cash rewards for information that leads to arrest or information that helps solve crimes. Kingston adult infected with Jamestown Chiron Paswan virus. Viruses are transmitted by affected ticks, mosquitoes, health officials say. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Pushed out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Start this noon with some breaking news. The state health department has just announced an adult from Kingston has tested positive for Jamestown Canyon virus and Powassan virus. Jamestown Canyon virus is spread by infected mosquitoes. Most cases are mild, but it can result in moderate to severe impacts to the nervous system. This is the 7th case confirmed in the state since 2013. Infected ticks spread Powassan virus. Again, symptoms are mild for most people, but it can cause potentially deadly brain inflammation. This is the 4th case of that virus in New Hampshire since 2013.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Two in custody after shooting inside Barnstead store. No one was hurt in shooting, police say. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Sean, we're in the parking lot of Green Apple Resources, which is right across the street from the scene here on Route 28. Now, no names have been released yet, and as far as we know, police are still looking for one suspect and two women. It was 9:20 Wednesday night when Barnstead police arrived at the Dollar General store. According to the police chief, there had been a fight inside the store between two men. Now, the victim told police the other man pulled out a gun, put it next to his face, and pulled the trigger. The alleged shooter was taken into custody, but police say another man, also a suspect, took off in the shooter's car with two women. Police later found that vehicle and say they spotted a gun and what appears to be blood inside. Meantime, the victim was also arrested because police say he assaulted one of the officers and ran off, taking off his pants and shoes, attempting to cross Route 28. Now, the victim had to be tased, and police believe that he was under the influence of some narcotic. Now, the manager of the Dollar General store says they're not allowed to comment. It's possible that police could release some more information later this afternoon. Reporting live in Barnstead, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Suspect in Rochester officer involved shooting dies. Suspect was found more than 6 hours after shooting. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
New details now. The suspect in an officer-involved shooting in Rochester has died. 28-year-old Rico Chanthapo was accused of leading police on a chase early Saturday morning before firing at an officer. That officer fired back. Chanthapo was found more than 6 hours later. He was taken to the hospital. Police say it appears he shot himself.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire Lottery looking for vendors, retailers for sports betting. Sports betting legalized in New Hampshire last month. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Right now, the New Hampshire Lottery is looking for proposals from online vendors and retailers who want to offer sports betting. The governor signed a bill legalizing betting on professional sports and most Division I college sports except games involving or taking place in New Hampshire. Proposals must be received by 4 o'clock on September 16th. The lottery expects to approve the final contracts by the end of November and aims to launch sports betting by 2020. Retail gambling will be allowed at up to 10 locations.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Video: humpback whale spotted off the coast of Hampton. Whale spotted just a few hundred yards away from shore. Take a look at that video from you local viewer. Very cool. The 27th annual Signa Elliott 2019 Corporate Road Race is this evening in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, and it begins at 6:20 p.m. Very cool indeed. And WMUR News 9 has a team running the race this evening. And you'll see that team on WMUR TV at the end of the broadcast this evening. So be sure to look on WMUR News 9 to see the team running in the 2019 Signet Elliott 5K Road Race. Tonight on Conversation with the Candidate, Tulsi Gabbard will be on Conversation with the Candidate on WMUR News 9 at 7 o'clock p.m. Let's take a look at this video.
Get to know the presidential hopefuls on Conversation with the Candidate. Tonight, Tulsi Gabbard, with a live studio audience of voters who cast the first ballots in the race for president. Gun laws, healthcare, and military intervention overseas. The questions and her ideas on moving the country forward. Plus, the conversation continues on WMUR.com with a bonus half hour after the show's over. Commitment 2020 political coverage. Conversation with the Candidate. Tonight at 7 on WMUR. Made possible by Dartmouth Hitchcock Health.
Okay, and there you go. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Thursday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you for this Thursday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the green and went up. Gold closed in the green and went down. Oil closed in the green and went up. US 10-year closed in the green and went up. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Stocks rally, pushing S&P 500 into positive territory for the wild week. Stocks rose on Thursday, easing most of the steep losses from earlier in the week as global bond yields rebound, while investors designated better than expected trade data out of China. Bulletproof backpacks sales have surged since last week's mass shooting, companies say. Let's take a listen to this video.
After the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, where 17 people were killed, the debate over stricter gun control laws has taken center stage, especially how to protect our children. Well, one local company tells us they plan to be part of the solution. At an industrial park on Sanford's west side, you can find Yasser Sheikh. The president of Guard Dog Security created these so-called bulletproof backpacks aimed at protecting your children. A father of two, Sheikh came up with the idea shortly after the Sandy Hook school shooting.
We felt like there was going to be a continuous need for this type of product.
And there is. Just 2 months into 2018, 8 school shootings have already taken place.
They're protected against 9mm and .44 Magnums. You have your back against the shooter. Pull it over your head. Cover your back. Cover the back of your head. Cover your vital organs.
Well, is this bulletproof backpack truly effective? Well, Deputy Post here at the Volusia County Sheriff's Office Training Center is putting that to the test right now.
You can feel
It is definitely going to stop a 9mm, no problem.
While they do protect against some lower caliber weapons, this backpack won't hold up against a high velocity rifle like the AR-15 used by the Parkland school shooter. Despite that, company sales have surged 150% since the massacre. Every backpack online is sold out. Not surprising to Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood, who says the numbers are proof parents will try to do anything and everything to safeguard students.
If they feel that this gives them a little bit better of a sense of security when they send their child off to school, then who am I to tell them not to do it?
Robert Lowe reporting, West 2 News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone, and bye.